So, a little update on the farm all A. I got the new parts put in. So we got get over here. New distributor cap, rotor button, condenser points. Everything's hooked up the way it should be. For that part of it, anyway, I still got two wires that aren't hooked up. That I gotta figure out where they go to, but I'd like to get it running first before I get that done. Sediment bowl and new fuel lines all through. So, I tried starting it again and it didn't go, obviously. But the battery was getting down, so I got that on charge now, and once that's charged up, I'll give it another go and see if we can get her going. So once we get to there, I'll be back. So with all the work we're doing in the woods to eventually want to increase our pasture size, not only are we cutting trees down for firewood, but we also have branches in that just really ain't worth the time to cut up and burn. So I went out yesterday. This Champion 224cc wood chipper. The biggest it can do is up to 3 inches, but really anything 3 inches and bigger we're gonna burn anyway. So pick this up. We're gonna get it up in the woods with us next time we're up cutting, and we're just gonna chip away and chip what we can. We're gonna try and get it all in the bags, and then we'll be able to use it for bedding and gardening and whatever else really we want to. But so far it's a pretty decent unit, works pretty good. So I just had it running long enough to give her a test and go from there. So I'm gonna put it in with the wood splitter, and another day or two, once I get up in the woods and start cutting, I'll be putting this on the back of the mule and hauling it up, and we'll get some stuff chipped up. We'll get some wood cut and start clearing some land for our upgrading pasture. One of the pigs right there watching me. It's like, who are you talking to? There he goes. Or she. I'm not sure. Anyway, other than that, all we've really been up to is working here and there, trying to get stuff done. I've got all the manuals now for all of our equipment that we've brought home, except for the manure spreader. I'm going to bring that home. I'm going to see if I can find that, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Plus, there's really not much to it. Oh, and I don't have the one for our disc carrows. So I'm missing a disc over here, so I'm going to order one of those. But But yeah, we got the set of disc harrows here. So I haven't gone over them yet. We picked them up, brought them home, but I'm gonna go over them, check the condition of everything. I want to grease up all the bearings, get that done, and then at some point, when I don't know, because I just keep adding more and more stuff to my plate, I'm gonna take a wire wheel to it and clean it all up, and then I'll probably put some paint onto it. I don't know if it's worth putting much on the the discs, because, well, they're just going to be dirty and dirty and dirty. But I like to clean her all up, make sure the mechanism's all working pretty decent. I see it's bent here a bit, these arms, so I like to try and straighten them if I can. What else? I see that was welded there. See if I can zoom this in. Boom, that was welded there. So I'm not sure why that was, but I assume it broke at some point. But other than that, just looking at them now, they don't look that bad. None of the bearings look cracked that I can see. So, like I said, I'll clean everything up and check it all out. And then I can't wait to get to use these next year. So we gotta find a set of a 2-bottom plow, Massey plow. Or Massey plow, but 2-bottom plow for the 3-point hitch. At this rate, I'd probably even take a tow behind, just so I have something for in the spring, because once the ground thaws out and we can get on it with tractor, I'm going to have to get out by the highway all done, because I don't think I'm going to get to it before the ground freezes up. Because next week we're looking at negative temperature street time, so it won't be long until the ground's froze, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So been working on the B250 a little bit. I got new glow plug resistor put in, so we're back in this next day or so and get her started up. At some point I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and take the loader off. I got it propped up just because I got the battery out, but this homemade loader here is gonna come off. Here I had these welded on for chains, and the other night when Shelby and I were taking the disc harrows off, I ended up breaking that one off. I wasn't impressed, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to take this all off, this loader. I'm probably going to end up taking the cab off for sure if I have to, but once I look at it, I'll know. And if I got to take cab off, I got to take cab off. I'd like to keep it on, but if I got to take it off, it ain't going back on. I'll either build a sunshade over it, or I'll get a fabric one or something, and then we'll just have the sunshade on. But this is the factory loader here. It has only one hookup because this is the trip bucket, and my plan is to set it up so that I can use it as a hydraulic dump instead of a trip dump. So we'll see how I figure that one out. But yeah, I'd like to get that all going. I'd like to get manure bucket geared up at least, and yeah, so there's that over the next few weeks. I got the I got the 41 Farmall A in the garage still, trying to get that started. Once I can get that started, I'm going to run it. I want to test out the sickle bar mower, and once I can test the sickle bar mower is good, it's coming off the A. The A's going to come out and get parked for the winter time. I'll drain all the gas out of it, and it'll sit where it sits probably, unless I might run it around back and forth doing firewood instead of the side-by-side, just so I can get some use into it and give the side-by-side a rest, because we put 1,400 kilometers on since we moved here, and the majority of that's been the last 2 years since we started farming. So but I want to get the sickle mower cleaned up, painted, ready to go for the spring, so that we can cut hay. We'll put back on the hay in spring when it's just about hay time, and then after that's done, my plan is to bring in the hay rake, get that geared up. I want to clean that all off, paint that as well. I got tines to replace. I got to count how many, so I can see if I can get some ordered so they're here for when I start it. Once the rake's done, that'll go out and be stored under a tarp. I'm going to store everything under tarps this year. I'm hoping next year to have something built that I can park them under. I haven't got time this year. So, and in amongst all that, I got to mess with the baler, get that cleaned up, get some air in these tires, see if I can find some new tires for it, and get it all tested, make sure it all works as it should. Get everything cleaned up. I'd like to clean this baler up and paint it, but that might be a next winter project. We'll see. It all depends on time and that. As I got the bale catcher here, I gotta do some work too as well, clean that up, and my hay elevator needs some work done too. Everything needs work. I buy old equipment, one, because it lasts a lot longer than the new stuff. Two, it's cheaper, and I just like the older equipment. But with buying the older equipment, it needs work. So, which I don't mind doing the work. Just gotta space it out so that's not all at once. Because other than all this stuff, I got the manure spreader I want to clean up. I got 2 trailers over there I gotta fix up and get them ready for using this winter, and some stuff I want to do for the mule, plus just normal cleaning up around the yard, work to do in the house, work to do in the barn, work to do in the garage. It's just work everywhere, so it's always something to keep busy. I think if I ever ran out of stuff to do, I don't know what I'd do. So there's always something. So anyway, that's where I'm at there. Alright, so one of the other things we got going on is we need a winter coop for our chickens, so our laying hens. So I'm currently in the process of building that. See if I can back it up here. There. So it's built on the same style as the. I gotta fix the this here, because I just noticed it's way too high on the one side. Anyway, fix that tomorrow. Just started raining and hailing here, so I'm gonna pack it in on this for the day. But it's built on the same principle as the chick shaws. So what I'm gonna do is, it's gonna be a 2-sided. I'm gonna put a wall down the middle, put roofs across about 12 inches off the floor, and they'll be able to come in, roost, and lay eggs. And that little hole over there is where the chicken door is going to go. There's one there, and one here. I got to get another one for it. I got just the one, but I'm only putting the one flock in here now. So the one side will be fine. I'll just board the other side up till I get another one. But basically, we'll have a covered run. So they'll only be able to go out into the run, and they won't be able to get outside the run for the winter. And they'll come in and spend their nights in here, the roost, and sleep. They'll be fed, watered, everything out in the runs, and then that way they got somewhere that they can come in where they can be warm and dry for the winter, and the door will be open. They'll have the option to go in and out and enjoy the day in the snow or come in where it's somewhat warm. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. I've been working on that, along with working on a few other small things, nothing major. I got new tines for the Massey Ferguson wheel rake. Picked those up the other day in town. So once I get the Farmall A running and get it out, I'm going to get started on that rake so it's ready to go for next year. No update on the Farmall A. It's got good spark, and the only other thing I can figure now is fuel. So I'm going to take the carburetor off, look at that. I just haven't had time to do it. I'm trying to work outdoors while it's nice. Next week we're supposed to get 20 to 30 centimeters of snow. Hoping we don't, because the winter pasture's not ready for the cows, the barn's not ready, and this isn't ready for chickens to come into. So I'm going to try and get everything done over the next couple days, and hopefully we can get everyone moved down before the snow, but if not, then I'll have to figure something else out. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So I'm going to go take tools in, close the garage up, and then start chores. So it's getting on that time.